Your next assignment is a foldable. You could just write in the words and you'll get 100 for that. But if you will cut this out and fold it and take a photo of it, then you will receive 5 points of extra credit. First, cut out the large square, then cut between the side boxes. Don't cut all the way to the middle, just cut the sides. Next, flip your paper upside down and fold in the sides into the center, like this. When you're finished, you can practice with this information showing first or this information showing first. For now, fold in the left-hand side first and the right-hand side second. First, we're going to look at complete dominance. If red is completely dominant to white, then a capital R stands for red, and a lowercase r stands for white. Then, looking at the genotype, what is the phenotype? If you have 2 capital R's, then the phenotype will be red. If you have 2 lowercase r's, which are the recessive gene, then the phenotype will be white. And if you have a capital and a lowercase r, it's heterozygous, then the red wins because it's completely dominant over the white. It completely hides the white, and you will have a red flower. What if we have incomplete dominance? Red and white are incompletely dominant. So red is dominant and white is dominant. Since they're both dominant, we're going to use a capital R for red and a capital W for white. Notice we have 2 different letters for incomplete dominance. Then, if we get 2 capital R's, of course it will be red. If we get 2 capital W's, of course it will be white. But what if we get an R and a W? They're both dominant. What happens? Well, the colors kind of stir together. So if you stirred together red and white paint, what color would you get? Ah, pink. And so if you get a red gene and a white gene, you will end up with a pink flower if they're both incompletely dominant. The red and white blend to pink. What about codominance? If 2 colors are co-dominant, they don't stir. We still use the same letters because they are both dominant. So red is dominant, we use a capital R. White is dominant, we use a capital W. But what happens? Well, instead of stirring together, they speckle, spot, or splotch together. So 2 R's is red, 2 W's is white. But when you have an R and a W, instead of stirring together to make pink, you actually get red and white spots, red and white speckles, red and white stripes. You see both colors separately when you have codominance. So we will see red and we will see white, but not stirred together like incomplete dominance. Now when you practice, you can say, all right, if we have complete dominance and we have 2 capital R's, what is it? Oh yeah, it's red. Okay, if we have a capital and a lower, what is it? Oh, it's red still. All right, if we have a 2 lowercase, oh, okay, yeah, it's white. So you can check yourself. Then you can also practice the opposite way. Now you can say, all right, if a capital and a lower give you red, what kind of dominance is that? Oh, it's complete dominance. Yay, there it is. And that's a way you can test yourself and study.